Cultivating self-trust, breaking free from the need for external validation. Many of us find ourselves having a challenge finding peace. A lot of us face that today. And people often look for comfort and quick fixes, which don't solve the problem, which don't help in any way, like the bottle or pills or finding other ways to escape the anxiety that you feel. But peace does not come from outside sources. It comes from within, and it's rooted in self-trust. A strong sense of self, a strong sense of purpose, and a strong sense of wanting to do better, be better, and get to where it is that you want to get as you move forward in your life. Because when these are weak in people, people experience something called fade out. And fade out is the loss of confidence, it's the loss of clarity, it's the loss of effectiveness, and in almost every part of your life. So, what I'd like to talk about today with you is how self trust can be developed and also different things that you can use to move forward with your life. So, why does self trust matter? More than you think. It matters more than you think. Self trust is the foundation of mental and emotional well being. It's a means of believing in yourself, your judgment, your decisions, your worth, without constantly seeking approval from others. When you have self trust, you can move forward and be on top of the world. When you have low self trust, people rely heavily on people that have low self trust rely externally on external validation to feel good about themselves in all kinds of different ways. But this creates a cycle where peace and confidence become fleeting and dependency on others becomes the option or a temporary comfort. Low self-esteem, of course, is something that's going to definitely affect you if you have low self-trust. And that's going to cause anxiety, indecision, people-pleasing behaviors, emotional exhaustion, difficulty setting boundaries. So recognizing these signs are part of the first steps towards changing that particular problem. So understand that the peace cannot be found in a bottle or a pill, or through smoking or constantly being anxious about different things that are going on, but through building an inner strength, shifting the focus from temporary to fixing to a lasting growth period to where you're going to grow and develop as you move forward. So, how does external validation limit your self-growth? External validation is a feeling in the moment, or feels in the moment for the most part. Compliments like a like, an approval can boost your mood temporarily, but they're not permanent. They're also governed by somebody else giving you praise. But they rely on creating a fragile sense of self. When validation disappears, so does the confidence. This is not an independence, it's a dependency that can lead from fear of failure, loss of authenticity, emotional instability. All of these things are examples of the problems that you can have and the things that you can experience if you have low self-trust. So let's talk about some practical steps. And let's look at the language of breaking free and learning to trust your own voice, your own value, and even often to disagree or remain silent, but without trying to find that accreditation or that approval from somebody. So, practical steps for building self-trust today. Building self-trust is a process. It's a process that takes practice and patience. So here are some action steps that you can use. One, you need to reflect on past successes. What have you done in the past that helped you to get where it is that you got or get where you needed to be? All right, those things can be helpful. So you need to write them down. Making good decisions, overcoming challenges, reminding you of your capacity to build confidence and your judgment. Number two, you need to set small, clear goals. These small, clear goals are the start of achievement. And those goals align with those things that you were looking for, with the values that you have. All right. Completing them will reinforce your ability to follow through. Again, everything starts in steps. You don't get from one end of the room to the other end of the room by making a huge leap. You'll get a little closer, but that's still a small step considering the distance that you need to travel to go forward. So small steps can get you there. The next thing is practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself when mistakes happen with kindness, okay? Instead of being harsh or criticizing yourself or asking, why can't I learn, or how can I improve the next, and you want to look at how can I improve the next time. Take that problem, that thing that got in your way, and use it as a tool to show you what you need to do next. This didn't work. Why didn't this work? This didn't work because I did this, this, and this. If I remove this, this, and this, can I move forward? If I add this and this, can I move forward? Those things are going to help you, all right? But you need to practice self-compassion. You need to understand that nobody's perfect. Nobody gets it all right the first time. There's mistakes that happen with everybody. The next thing is that you need to limit your social comparison. A lot of us look on different social medias, TikTok, all these other places, and we see these people doing great things. But we see them doing great things that have happened in time. Yes, there are some people that automatically just came through and everything worked out, but that's not the norm. And most of them had to go through a whole lot of hurdles, trials, and tribulations to get where it is that they are today. So you can't look at your neighbor and assume that your neighbor's life is perfect, because it's not. You can't look at the person you see on TV, because it's not. You can't look at a photo and expect that you're supposed to look like that when you don't have the resources that some of these other people have to move them forward. You have to work with what you have and then do what you need to do. So plan your work and work your plan. It's basically what it is. Number 5, you need to make decisions independently. Stop trying to get other people to fix your problems or to give you answers to stuff. Don't get me wrong. Get answers to the things that you can from resources that are reliable and good sources, but don't think that one particular person is going to get you there. Plus that, remember, everybody likes to tell you the great things that's happening in their lives, but very few people tell you about the trials, the tribulations, the things that they went through. So you need to start with a low stake decision, and then from there gradually build up. The next thing that you need to do is create boundaries. All right. Say no to requests or situations that don't feel right. Respect yourself and respect how you feel about it. If you feel as though something's not right, go with that. Go with that gut instinct. But also do your research. Don't just jump to it and think that somebody's giving you the information. All right. Limit your strengths to the things that you trust and the things that you respect and the things that you feel will work for you. Not necessarily for somebody else, but will work for you. And when I'm saying this, I mean things that are going to be positive, that are going to contribute to your ability to move forward and to reach the goals and become the person that you want to be. Doesn't matter your age. A lot of people think once we get older, we can't do certain things. You can do all of those things. You just need to approach it a little bit differently. You also need to work on maintaining. What you did at 20, you may not be able to do at 40 or 50 if you don't try to maintain that, if you don't do something to put yourself in a position where you can continue to do that stuff. Okay? We all get older. Times happen. But that doesn't mean that you need to become locked in the house or a person that doesn't move forward anymore. All right, now, take one action today. Choose one small step from the list above that I gave you just now and commit to that today. All right? An example would be writing down what it is that you need to write down to have success and then implementing just one of those things and seeing how that works. It's a simple action that starts to build on your self-esteem, your ability to move forward, and to remind yourself. Plus that, by doing that, it will give you peace. Peace that comes from trusting yourself and not external resources. The next thing that you need to do is start moving forward with confidence. Move forward with confidence. What assistance or what will assist you with this? If we can help you, please, by all means, let us know. But every day starts with you, and you don't get a repeat. We make mistakes, we adjust. We make mistakes, we adjust. But we have to adjust. We have to learn from those mistakes so that we can move forward. Anyway, this is Mr. Z Inspires. If this resonates with you, please share it with someone else that can hear, or not can hear, can use this so that they can move forward. All right? Anyway, again, Mr. Z Inspires. You can find us at www.mrzinspires.com. And with that, again, start the rebuild process. Start working on you. Become the person that you were meant to be, the person that you need to be, the person that you want to be. All right? Stop waiting on someday I'll, and start today. Again, thank you for your time and patience, and please like, share, and follow. Take care.